The South African Reserve Bank spent more than a decade debating cryptocurrencies as a foreign digital asset outside the traditional monetary system, only now to arrive at a situation today where two High Court judges are directly disagreeing with one another on the fundamental question: what exactly is crypto? Is it money or is it not? We now have a situation where one High Court judge says Bitcoin is neither money nor capital, and another says it is both. So who is right, according to the law, and what does this mean for ordinary South Africans holding digital assets such as cryptocurrency? On the 15th of May 2025, the previous High Court judgment was in Gauteng the ruling that cryptocurrencies are not recognized as money for the purposes of South Africa's exchange control regulations, of course meaning that it should be under the regulation of the Reserve Bank. Cryptocurrency is not capital under the exchange control regulations in South Africa. Therefore, according to this regulation, moving crypto offshore or overseas is not subject to established exchange control restrictions according to existing law in South Africa. At this time, Judge Percival Mota emphasized that Bitcoin is only digital code, not legal tender, and that if the government wanted exchange controls to apply to cryptocurrency, Parliament or the Treasury would need to amend existing laws. Earlier this week, however, the same Gauteng High Court then went on to deliver a contradicting verdict when Judge Stuart Wilson went on to declare that crypto is indeed capital and that moving Bitcoin to foreign exchanges constitute the export of capital such as money under the South African Reserve Bank regulations. Wilson then expressly rejected his fellow judges' earlier judgment, describing it as clearly wrong. But which is it now? Stay tuned, because in today's video we are going to unpack the legal implications of this ruling and specifically how this affects you and me when we buy or sell crypto, or those of you who do move your crypto overseas. A little over 15 years ago, cryptocurrencies didn't even exist. The first time the South African Reserve Bank published a position paper on virtual currencies when it emphatically declared that cryptocurrencies are not legal tender, not issued by the South African Reserve Bank, and therefore to be used at a citizen's own risk. 7 years later, however, in 2021, the Intergovernmental FinTech Working Group published a very new position paper in which it was outlined that crypto assets would now be brought into the South African Reserve Bank's regulatory framework. And since then, the courts have been trying to deal with Bitcoin and crypto assets of citizens of South Africa. And while the initial court cases were important, they did not answer the big constitutional and monetary question of what exactly Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are in terms of the law in South Africa. The first ruling in this regard was then indeed delivered on the 15th of May last year, when in a case between Standard Bank and the South African Reserve Bank, the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria ruled that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are not money and also not capital under South Africa's exchange control regulations. The reasoning by Judge Mota at that time was that if the government plans on having exchange controls applied to digital assets such as crypto, then Parliament must change the existing law, which of course we know has not been changed as of yet. It was precisely in light of this judgment that the National Treasury earlier this year published a new draft capital flow management regulations designed to bring crypto assets explicitly under the control of South Africa's government exchange control framework. We of course reported on this development extensively in a recent video here on this channel, and at the time we specifically highlighted some of the more draconian measures being proposed to bring your crypto under government control. But keep in mind that the regulations we discussed there are still, even now, only proposed by Parliament and not yet passed into law. It has not been implemented yet, and courts cannot rule on these laws. This is why the latest ruling by the same Pretoria High Court sitting in Johannesburg this week really threw a massive spanner in the works for those of us who hold crypto. Now, Judge Wilson ruled that Bitcoin is indeed both money and capital for the purposes of exchange control law and expressly rejected the 2025 judgment as clearly wrong. So what we have now in effect is a situation where the South African Reserve Bank first declared that crypto is an unregulated legal tender and not money, to a High Court ruling confirming this position, followed by a High Court ruling contradicting all of this, putting crypto by law under the exchange control of our government. So what we have here is a very unusual situation when two High Court rulings contradict each other and one High Court ruling upend the legal landscape by directly contradicting a landmark High Court judgment handed down just over a year earlier. While this is certainly not the first time that High Court judges have contradicted one another, in most historical examples, contradictions generally concern only technical legal questions. The crypto case, however, are different and quite unique because they concern a very fundamental and foundational question. Are these digital assets money or not? Are they capital or not? Or are they a new category of asset altogether? And the consequences of this is that South Africa now finds itself in the unusual position where two high courts have given opposite answers to a fundamental legal question. And until the Supreme Court of Appeal or new legislation by Parliament settles the matter, the law remains in a state of uncertainty. And of course, a lack of regulatory clarity isn't in anyone's interest with regards to what happens in this country, what you may do with your Bitcoin and not, and how the government has control over it. If the matter now goes to the Supreme Court of Appeal and that court decides with Pretoria, Treasury will likely need very explicit statutory language. However, if the Supreme Court of Appeal sides with Johannesburg, Treasury may feel emboldened to use broader terms because the courts have already accepted that money and capital can evolve to include digital assets such as crypto. But of course, there is a third possibility, that Parliament simply doesn't wait for the courts to decide what Bitcoin and crypto really are, and simply proceeds to define them by themselves. And the hard reality is that this latest ruling could thereby even accelerate the legislative intervention by the government because of the uncertainty it has now generated. You can check out our latest video on the newly proposed crypto regulations that Parliament wants to do if you want to understand the position that Parliament wants to take on this matter by clicking on this link appearing on your screen right now and watch this very insightful video. And do consider supporting our work on this channel by becoming a paying member of the Willem Petzer Group. Invest in us by simply following the easy steps on the banner below and help us pay our staff salaries to do research in order to produce videos of this quality every single day. Goodbye and God bless.